in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Washington Huskies, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. Here's the return from inside his 10. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Leaves it with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Dropping back, it's Clemens. Grab near the sticks, it's Perry. Turning it on! Recover by the defense, and he's off!
And there's so much skill to these returns. As soon as you get the football, man, watch the defensive guys turn. Blockers. And understanding how to follow your blockers, and he did everything right except for getting the end zone. Got it inside the 5-yard line. Now set up the offense for great field position.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Huskies trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. Turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking for a man, it's Clemens. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. The short hands, it's Harris. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They'll try the run. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep...
Breaks into the open. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field, the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Rides the back and leaves it. Got enough for the first. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you've got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the...
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Clemens. And the third down pass is incomplete. And the Nittany Lions will try to move the chains on 4th down. The play action fake. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. To throw, it's Clemens. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. Inside the touchdown, Washington. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, and everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, give on the inside. Picks up the first down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Clemens. Bringing the heat. Catch in the middle, it's Hayes. And they'll stop it just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Nittany Lions lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And how about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Finds his tight end. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
With the catch, it's Harris. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Back to throw, it's Harmon. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. That's reeled in. It's Harris. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Huskies with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking down the middle. He's got it. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. They'll immediately call timeout. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Clemens. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Hill. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Makes the catch. It's Lawson. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Looking to throw, it's Harmon. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
They make the stop, and he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. The Huskies come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll set up to throw. Finding open areas. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Husky. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Hawaii is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 21 over UNLV. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the quarterback caught up two and sacked at the 12.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Can't connect on his first throw.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Hall will throw it. He's going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fair catch is called for. It'll give them great field position. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Using his legs at screen. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quickly complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those 1st downs. Get those big chunks.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Rides to the back. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Caught over the middle. It's Hill. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
In the red area, it's Green. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They dumped it off and didn't quite get to the first down marker, but they've created a better situation on fourth down.
No doubt. And listen, you want to push the ball down the field, and I want to go throw it beyond the sticks and get the first down, but I think they made the right decision dumping it off. You'd like the running back to find a way to break an extra tackle and get that first down, but decision time now on fourth.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it, and that was a great call. First down.
Now on the option. Now the pitch. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense. And they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. From inside the 10, here he comes. Makes a move. Got a little room. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. They'll move the wide receiver. Hall to go up top. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. This Husky defense, David, it's like they've got Vita Vea and Steve Emtman up front, Joe Tryon as a backer, and Marcus Peters in the secondary. There's purple everywhere.
You're right, from front to back. Guys up front on the defensive line, eating them up, doing a great job in the secondary at linebacker. Complete performance from this UW defense.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Dumps it to the back. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense.
Throws toward the end zone. Just threw that one way too far.
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came into this game knowing the offense was going to try to throw the football, but they're not giving anything up. And another...
He caught it! They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Hall will throw it. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Brings up 3rd and goal. Final score, Washington.